Okay. Last question. Are the president's actions detailed in this report consistent with his oath of office and the requirement in the Constitution that he take care that the laws be faithfully executed?
Is what consistent with that?
I said, are the president's actions detailed in the report consistent with his oath of office and the requirement in the Constitution that he take care that the laws be faithfully executed?
Well, the evidence in the report is conflicting, and there's different evidence, and they don't come to a determination as to how they're coming down on it.
And so you made that decision.
Yes, and as you know,
all right, we got 2 minutes left. Senator Blumenthal.
Here we have Trump's Attorney General Bill Barr, who forgets how to speak English before getting saved by Lindsey Graham. And it's no surprise that he's stammering when his job is to defend the indefensible. Clearly, Trump is not faithfully executing the laws. He obstructed justice on 10 separate occasions just in this investigation, not to mention a slew of violations of the Emoluments Clause and travel bans in efforts to bypass Congress and disregard subpoenas and remove judges. But do you realize how indefensible Trump has to be to render Bill Barr speechless? Bill Barr, the same guy who held a press conference basically lying about the Mueller report to the entire nation to make it so that guy couldn't even spin Klobuchar's question in Trump's favor, speaks volumes. Now, Bill Barr says that in the report, they don't come to a determination about charging Trump, but that's because it's the Department of Justice's guidance that a sitting president can't be indicted. Mueller's intent all along, as outlined in the report, was to confer that responsibility to Congress to decide whether to impeach, since that was the only option. He could not indict. But Barr has tried to pretend that this wasn't the case all along by spinning the report as a win and declaring unilaterally that Trump got off scot-free, despite the fact that Mueller explicitly wrote, with respect to whether the president can be found to have obstructed justice, we conclude that Congress has authority to prohibit a president's corrupt use of his authority in order to protect the integrity of the administration of justice. Congress, not the Attorney General. In other words, it was never his decision to make, but the outcome of this investigation was never about the facts. If it was, Barr wouldn't have released a glaringly misleading summary. He wouldn't have disregarded the evidence laid out by Mueller and simply decided not to charge Trump. He wouldn't have pretended that the determination of guilt wasn't Congress's to make. And he wouldn't have been a party to the White House's misinformation campaign, wherein they admitted that regardless of outcome, they'd spin the results in their favor. And that's exactly what they did. They literally spun a report outlining evidence that this administration was willing to accept help from a hostile foreign power to meddle in our election on their behalf, that the president fired FBI Director James Comey when he was overseeing the investigation, twice tried to remove Mueller, that he tried to force White House attorney Don McGahn to lie about having Mueller removed, and that he dangled pardons for associates cooperating with the special counsel. They spun all of this as if it was a win. It's not. And history will not only show that no, Trump was not faithfully executing his duties as president or the laws he swore to uphold, but that Bill Barr, by virtue of lying to protect Trump, isn't either.